Oh, well.
It's okay. We can pause. Oh my God. I didn't hear that music at all.
You hear it now?
No.
Well, I
Wait,
heard it.
where
so
is this?
this
That's why. Do it again. Wait. No. Is it still playing? There it is. Yeah. Testing the equipment. There it is. Finally. Okay, we've been trying to do this for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Get this set up,
Okay.
and it's.
This happens every time. Someone just smelled like a Rice Krispie, and I said,
It smells like a Rice Krispie treat.
no, but I don't know. So I got a whiff.
Ladies and gentlemen, Maeve Dillon back from her trip to Spain, España, and by the way, their power is just.
That's pretty wild. I woke up and my friend in Italy was like, "Oh my God, the power in Spain," and I was like, "How do I not know about this?" And then I realized
I can't say like that.
Spain and Portugal, not even just Spain. Did you hear about that?
Yeah,
Portugal
too. Yeah.
Fucking wild. I don't know what.
Do they know why?
No, I don't know why either.
Okay, we're not gonna. Are you really gonna? Maybe you should mute your mic. Okay, so this is another edition of Testing the Equipment. One of the last ones we'll be doing here, probably from Stacked and Folded, for many reasons, which we won't get into today, but maybe next week when we'll do one more as a swan song. Yeah. Anyway, so Maeve is back. She's been gone since December, right?
I've been gone since January 1st.
And did we do one before you left?
I was really busy.
She was extremely stressed about leaving.
Yeah,
a lot of anxiety.
I've never missed so many appointments that I wanted to go to, aka chiropractor appointments. I missed a massage. I missed 2 chiropractor appointments because I was so stressed and I forgot. That never happened.
No. But you forgot all that. Well, in January.
December.
Okay.
Before I left.
All right. So let's go back to the very beginning. You were here. We talked about a lot of stuff before the anxiety you were having, sure, yada yada. You get there and
boom. Well, let me tell you about my travel day before you get it. So first of all, I left the States on January 1st. I was still in the States technically for a while because I left we went to O'Hare at like 11, I think, on January 1st. Tears, sobs from me and my
just like ED. Sorry.
From me and my parents were all
babies.
Yeah, they were freaking out.
But they knew they were going to be going and seeing you in like a month.
Yeah, but they were freaking out, which rightfully so. I've never left for that long. But I was with MK and Caitlin, the people that I was like there with.
Okay.
Anyway.
On the flight.
Yeah. So okay. and I had like found them before I got, or I think I had found Caitlin before I got through security. So that was good. I was with her the whole time. So we flew from there to Philly. And then we had a layover in Philly. It was already like a 5-hour layover in Philly.
Oh.
And then I think it was Philly, somewhere in Pennsylvania. And then it was delayed. So we were supposed to leave at like 7, but I think we ended up leaving at like 9 or later. I don't know. But the entire flight was all study abroad kids that were going to Barcelona, like pretty much all of them. Yeah. So, and we were also like freaking. I was freaking out. I was like, this isn't real. Like, how I'm about to leave this country for the next 4 months. That's wild.
4 months.
Yeah. And I was just like, and I've never done that before. I'd never been to Europe. The only other time I've been out of the country was to Cancun when I was like in 5th grade, and Canada, but doesn't really count. Yeah. And so we were kind of all like, whoa. And then I get on the plane eventually after being in the airport for so long. And again, I'm with all these other kids. So it's like kind of weird because I'm like, it's kind of comforting, but it's also kind of like, wow, there's a lot of us and we all look really scared. Then we get on the plane.
Did you guys talk about this stuff? Like, where you're sitting there, like, I can't believe we're doing this.
Yeah. We were all kind of like, we didn't really know how to feel because we were like not on the plane yet. And like, I don't know. I wasn't really freaking out yet until we got on the plane.
Yeah.
And I also had never been on the flight this long. So how
long was it?
From Philly, it was only 7 hours, but still 7 hours.
Yeah.
So but I was in the middle. I was trying for like over a day to change my seat because I was in the
middle.
I was in the middle seat and I was in the back of the plane.
Nightmare.
And it was because my mom, when she booked the flight, didn't book the seat. So I had to go back in later.
So you're blaming your mom for this?
A little bit, just because I thought that she really? had booked. I thought she had put a seat.
Do better.
Sorry,
Do better, Mom.
Sorry, Mom. Thank you for booking the flight, but looked a little further.
I bet she didn't have the aisle seat when she flew over.
No, I was in the middle. I was in the middle
she
seat.
didn't have the middle seat.
I was in the middle seat on the way back. With them too. So whatever. But,
wait, they flew back with?
Yeah, we flew back together and I was in the middle seat.
What?
But it was bigger seat. Whatever. Okay. So I'm in the middle seat. I'm sitting between two study abroad kids. We're not really talking to each other. Like we're all just kind of whatever. Been a long day. I try to fall asleep. Can't fall asleep. No, I didn't take anything. Having a panic attack.
Oh no.
I had like an anxiety attack on the plane because I was freaking out. I was like, oh my God, like what's going on? Like I'm literally flying across the world right now. And I guess across the pond. It wasn't really that. It wasn't like I was flying to Australia.
Across the pond? That's such a bad term. Oh, across the pond. It's the ocean. You got it right the first time.
This one is, and I know, and I was wearing it today when I was trying to take a nap, and I was like, wait, this is gonna be on the plane with me in my next trip because the hood, so cozy. Yeah. Anyways, so I wasn't wearing this on the plane there, by the way. So I tried to fall asleep, no chance. Again, I was freaking out because I was like in my head, whatever, crazy. And I was also freaking out because I was like, this is 7 hours. I'm gonna be over the ocean. I can't communicate with usually like I can't text my mom right now. I can't call anyone. I can't do anything.
They didn't have Wi-Fi on the plane?
They probably did, but I didn't want to buy it.
Okay.
And so I was freaking out, and the guy next to me, I was freaking out, and the guy next to me was falling asleep. Then when there's this guy next to me who's falling asleep, I'm like, okay, so I have very little options for getting up to move around because it's tight in that I was literally, the other thing too is I had my giant travel backpack between my legs. It didn't even go under the seat because it didn't fit under the seat because I had my suitcase up top.
Oh my God.
So it was in between my legs standing up the whole time. And I had a coat.
Miserable.
It was miserable. And so then I was freaking out, but shout out Annie Hogan because she had given me a letter. She had given me back my fanny pack because she had borrowed it for something. And then when I was in the airport, she texted me. She's like, by the way, there's a note in there that I left for you. So read it when you need it. And so then I ended up reading it on the plane and I was bawling my eyes out. And everyone was probably like, what's going on? Bawling my eyes out reading it. But it said something along the lines of like, it said everything that I needed to hear. It was something
well put.
Yeah, it was like
nice.
It was really, really helpful. And I was crying, but it was like it was good.
It was a good cry.
And I think I had like gotten up. I did eventually like get up, just like
Jesus.
And
just a piece. She's crying.
I also figured out he had a girlfriend within like 10 minutes. I was like,
easy.
I'm just saying that's been a big thing.
Wow.
Like when I'm sitting on flights with people, I'm like, when you like the airport romance, I've been able to figure out pretty quick because they all have their girlfriend as the screensaver, probably because this is the type of things that happen now. So I was like, I don't care if this man sees me bawling my eyes out. And
what's your screensaver?
It changes.
Is it Ruby? It was.
I have lots of different ones. There's Ruby.
Is she gonna get any bigger? Is that it?
This is small. She's bigger than that now.
But
after now.
Okay.
So
I see her on the plane. You figure out he has a girlfriend.
Yeah, I'm really dragging this out well. Mm-hmm. So then I walk up to
him. We're already at first day.
I walk around. Yeah, I know. Okay. No. So then I ended up watching a movie. Eventually I fell asleep.
What'd you watch?
10 Things I Hate About You. That was a good like light movie to watch. Entertaining, but like
it's only 2 hours though, so you still have like.
Well, so then I eventually fell asleep for like 2 hours, and then I think I wanted to read my book, but I couldn't even get my book out because my backpack was just like.
That's annoying.
It was bad, and I had so much shit with me, and so whatever. We land. I'm Ken Caitlin about my anxiety-inducing flight, and then we go to get our bags, and everyone again is standing there with trying to get our bags.
Okay, wait, stop.
Yes.
Weren't you like you land and you're getting off? Aren't you excited at that point? Like,
yeah. I mean, once we had landed, I was like, okay, whoa, like this is good. Like the flight was hard, but then I was like, okay, well, we were also still in the airport, so
I know, but I'm just like, you're there, you're at your destination, kinda ish.
Yeah, no, I know. I was like, what?
We're in Spain right now.
The time that when I felt like that, when I first was like, okay, whoa, I'm actually really excited right now, is when we got on the bus to like leave the airport.
Oh, okay.
So we had to wait a while for our bags, which was annoying. And I had this, I had this ginormous silver suitcase, 77 pounds. It was 77 pounds.
Packed with all your
everything.
Shoes.
Oh, it was just like
shoes.
It was huge. And so I was like,
77 pounds.
Yeah.
What did you have in there? A dead body?
Okay, well, I mean, I did bring like, not only did I bring my toiletries from home, I brought the biggest version that you could buy. No idea why I did that. I didn't even make a dent before I had to leave them there. It was kind of sad, actually. But anyway, so I forgot about this. When we were in O'Hare, we knew that it was going to be over 50 pounds. We didn't know it was going to be 77. And there's a rule when if it's over 70, you have to pay like an insane amount.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so at that point, though, we were like, we can't take anything out. Like, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. The guy was a saint. And he was like, I don't know, did something and like sent it on its way. And he was like, this never happened. And this won't happen again. And that was
shout out guy.
Shout out American Airlines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out him.
It's got him fired.
Yeah. Well,
nice job, Enrique.
But anyway. Okay. So let me fast forward a little bit. We're like with our program, this whole thing, like, especially when we get there, it's like with our program. So like we had got on these buses, but we all had to lug our own luggage around. So I had this, my 77 pound suitcase.
Oh,
my
God.
carry-on and my travel backpack all stuffed.
At what point did you go, I fucked up? This is too much.
Never, actually.
Are you serious?
Yeah. There were some things that I brought that I was like, I didn't need to bring this. And there was still stuff at home that I was like, wish I had that. Wish I had brought that item of clothing. But so we got to go to this nice hotel to do like our orientation. Everyone's like so groggy and like what's going on, whatever. But I was like, I'm not napping. I'm not going to do it.
Oh, if you nap, you're out. Yeah.
So we eventually get to go. My roommates that didn't go to Wisconsin, that like I hadn't met yet, they were already at the apartment and they had sent us a video of our apartment. And we were like, that also made me feel a lot better because we had no idea what the apartment was going to look like, no idea what the layout was.
Pictures. You showed me pictures or something, didn't you? No?
And that might have been
like what it was supposed to be?
We knew where it was, but we didn't know anything else. Also, the outside of the building looked like scary. We were like, we didn't know if it was going to be like a 3-bedroom for 7 people. We didn't know if it was going to be like 1 bathroom. Like we didn't know anything. So
I must be thinking about your apartment at Wisco.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably. So they sent us that video and that made me feel a lot better because I was like, okay, we actually know like where we're living, and it looked really nice and it was in the perfect location. That was like so huge. There ended up being a lot of issues with it, with like the hot water, and we didn't have a dishwasher and the drain, all this shit.
Because you guys did a lot of cooking.
No, we did actually. I cooked way more there than I do at school. Because when I was in Barcelona for the weeks, I was not spending, like I couldn't spend money really besides going out.
How many noodles did you cook? Noodles.
Oh my God, every day. Not ramen
noodles.
Not ramen. I made pasta with red sauce and chicken every day for dinner.
Sounds good.
And it honestly was really good, and I still do it here, so I can't get sick of it.
Was there a market close by? Like you?
Yes, but okay. So
You're
then
in Spain.
I know. Well,
how cool is this?
Let's fast forward a little bit because I'm dragging on. So eventually we get to our apartment. We meet my roommates. Eventually, a couple of their parents were there. Cool vibe from the moment we met them, whatever. And then for the first like couple days, all we really did was like walk around. We like for dinner, we would like walk and try to find somewhere for dinner, but obviously we had no idea.
It's like your first day when you're a freshman.
No, it felt like first day of freshman year. It was kind of weird. And so we were just walking around.
Crack your knuckles.
Yeah. We like got some wine. So eventually, I think like third day.
You skipped over that one. We just went and got some wine.
Yeah. Like got some wine first couple nights.
Just a couple gals out in Spain.
Wine is so cheap there.
Just hanging out, having some vino.
How
hammered did you get? Did you get really like disgustingly hammered?
Not the first couple days, but while I was there, yes. There were
your club night.
In the past couple in the last month of being
blacked out.
My last time going out in Barcelona, I've never been that drunk. It was crazy. I've never done this before. I fell asleep in my full clubbing outfit, makeup, hair, everything, literally everything. I did set an alarm, thank God, because I had class the next morning. Woke up still drunk in my full outfit. Had to go do 2 presentations that day.
Why would you go off that? Why would you, knowing you had this?
Because it was the last night of going out in Barcelona. I had to. It was like I had to.
Okay.
And I was gonna go out with a bang, and I did, and I'm happy I did.
What's the outfit?
It was just like actually I have pictures.
Of course you do.
I have so many pictures.
Let's share it with our audience.
I ended up this might be a little TMI, but I ended up throwing up outside.
In the or in the morning?
At night.
That's good. So you got the alcohol out of
that's
you.
why I felt fine the next morning because I don't remember. I didn't know. The thing is, this is when my parents had come. So the next morning I was with my parents for like 5-6 hours. I hadn't talked to anyone that was with the night before. Get home.
They had no idea.
And well, no, I told my parents.
No, but your friends.
Well, my friends. Also, my friend ended up having an allergic reaction, had to go to the hospital, and I slept through the whole thing. Thank God I did though, because that would have been no help. No, but apparently, so then the next something came up where like one of them was like, oh, probably from when you threw up, and I was like, I threw up last night. Yeah, you don't remember that? And I was like, no. I didn't remember getting home. I apparently wanted to walk. We ended up getting an Uber as soon as we got out of an Uber taxi, whatever. As soon as we got out of it, I like was immediately head in a trash can. Like it was bad. And I don't remember any of it. I was like, oh my God, that makes a lot of sense. I was wondering why I was so dehydrated.
Because you chunked.
Yeah. This Is Us.
This Is Us. Great show.
It is a great show. Oh my God. I have no wonder I have leaves I have leaves on my arm from when I fell in the bush.
You fell in a bush?
Yes. That was from that's MK. I don't know if she would want me to
no.
That was I had this yellow top on and that little skirt. Wow, I never noticed that. I have leaves in my
right there. Can't.
In between my wow. That's crazy. And then I woke up and they were both passed out because they had gotten home at like 8 a.m. from the hospital because she had an allergic.
Wait, that's your bedroom?
Or their bedroom. Both of these two had that one.
Way too bright though.
Well, because I forgot to close the blinds because they got home so late. This is when my sister and her boyfriend were there too. So we're all clubbing. It was so fun. Such a fun night. That was our last night. Or my last night going out, not my last night in Barcelona. But we're skipping really far ahead. That's the last night there. So let me just try to do a little bit of like a summary recap of my feelings and emotions and things.
What classes did you take there?
Okay, this is why I never get through a story. So I'll get to that in a second. Okay. Okay. So after a couple days, I was like, we need to get groceries, right? Like I spent so much money in the first week because we're just going out to dinner every day because we didn't really like understand. We didn't like know anything yet. And I also was like, is cooking to be completely different in Spain? It's not. It's just
different. It's cooking.
Yeah, it's just cooking. I'm also like, I didn't really cook that much before going though. So I was like, I don't know. So I was like,
gas stove or electric?
Electric.
Ew.
Yeah, and it was also like weird. It was weird.
Well, it's Spain. So
yeah. So I was like, let's go to this market. We go to this market and it's like a market. It's like stands with like fish and
cool.
And like fish and bread and all this and fruit and stuff. But I like had a crash out when I got home because I was like, oh my God, is this the only kind of grocery store they have? I thought that it was like the only way I could get my groceries. And I'm like, how am I going to get pasta? How am I going to get bread? Like, how am I going to get like basic things?
Like a supermarket.
Freaking out because I was like, oh my God. I had a lot of moments in the first week or two where I just had to like cry in my. But in the first half of being there, I was sharing a room. And then the second half, I was alone. So when I was still sharing a room, it was like.
What'd you do with the body?
Yeah, got to that. But no, it was fine. But I was freaking out. My mom had made this really nice book for me, which honestly, like, I am forever grateful for that because it really got me through. It was this book. She had put together this book of pictures, and it was like all these pictures of me and my family and like all the accomplishments I had and like writing stuff in it that was like, you're going to be fine. You can get through this, like, blah, blah, all this stuff. So I would read that and I was okay. But I was freaking out because I thought that was the only kind of grocery store I was going to be working with. Turns out there was something literally like right down the street called Carrefour. I miss Carrefour. And it was a grocery store.
Oh, okay.
And there was like a lot of them all over the place.
So you just had no idea.
I had no idea.
Well, okay. So
that was okay.
Wasted anxiety, but that's okay.
Yeah. So eventually I like got into my groove. Thinking back now, I'm like, how was I ever so scared? And it's crazy because we were talking to Anne Marie. I remember I talked to Anne Marie a lot before I left because she studied in Portugal. She's a fellow employee here, and she had studied a year before, and she was saying like it's really hard in the beginning. Yeah. You were there, yeah. And I like knew that was going to be a thing, but she was like, but then I didn't want to leave by the end, and everyone had said that, but yeah, of course, going in, I was like, for the first couple of weeks, I didn't want to go home, but I was like waiting for it to be over. You know?
Oh wow,
yeah. First week or two, And then after my first trip, that's when I was like, okay, wait, I want to be here. Like I enjoy this. It's fun. And by the end, obviously, I didn't want to leave. It felt like another home. And I like didn't understand what people said when they said that because I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Like it's not gonna be like I'm gonna want to leave.
Yeah.
But no, I had a great time. So yeah, the first couple weeks were pretty crazy. Now I'll answer your question about the classes I took.
Thank you.
I took branding of Barcelona.
Branding? For marketing.
Yeah, the case of Barcelona, which was just place branding, so like city branding. It was kind of a stupid class, but it was interesting. Yeah, I got all A's, straight A's. Still partied like a crazy person, but
so you can do it. You can play both ends.
Yeah, well, in Barcelona you can. Can't do it in Wisconsin.
Okay, wait. So how many classes did you take? 4?
5.
5.
So I took branding. I had to take a finance class for a requirement just to fulfill a requirement.
Didn't you? Oh, no, stats. You took stats or something last 2 years.
I had to take like official finance class, but it was like stupid finance. It was like barely anything. Business ethics. I actually ended up really liking business ethics, and
probably some good stuff in there.
It was cool, and it was cool taking it abroad because it was like such a different perspective of like a Spanish teacher teaching it and like their ethics and versus our ethics and things like that.
Wow. So they're not American teachers.
No, they're all Spanish teachers. They're all Spanish.
Was there a
teachers.
Language barrier at all anywhere?
Yeah. Are you kidding me? That also was in the first couple weeks. That's what made me
sucks. I can't speak Spanish.
Yeah, that was making me freak out because I was like, also like they kind of like fearmongered us when we got there. Like during orientation, they were like saying all this stuff about how much Spanish people hate Americans and how much like all this stuff about like to be chill and all this stuff. Yeah, and so that was just like that made us all feel kind of great. So like when I was out, I would always feel really like timid and like, oh my God, is someone gonna like yell at me and whatever. And so
do we ever like your safety? Was that ever a concern?
No, like pickpocketing was so big, so you have to be careful. But the thing is too, that's another thing they were like always telling us. They were like, you have to be careful. Blah, blah, blah. It's really just like living in any other city though. Like it's not honestly less scary because there's not like.
Were you Barcelona or Madrid or where were you?
Barcelona. Yeah. So it was kind of just like, I think for the people that probably went there that had grown up in small towns, it was a little different. But I was like, it's just like if I was in Chicago, just like watching my stuff and whatever. So
So your classes were, you had a class every day?
I had classes.
Through Friday?
No, not Friday.
Friday was a free day?
Friday was a free day because everyone traveled. Because all the professors also like, they know why we're there. Like they're like,
party.
You're going to travel. You're going to whatever. We want you to travel.
How much does this cost?
It was the same amount as my regular tuition. So it was like I was out a semester at Wisconsin.
And does it count as a semester?
Yeah. That's why I had to take all these classes. So I took those 3 and then I took.
But you said they were lame classes. Like you wouldn't have taken those at Wisconsin if you were here, would you? No,
I would have. They all counted as.
I understand that, but I mean, like you wouldn't have taken that lame, whatever you said it was, not the ethics, the other one.
Finance?
Yeah. You wouldn't have taken that.
Well, I would have had to take a finance class.
Oh, okay.
That's the whole thing.
That's gotcha.
Like you take an easier version.
Right.
So, and I took an economics of wine class. That one was super.
Oh, that's cool.
That was really cool. And I took a class at a different university. So all those classes were like within the program.
Yeah.
Which was kind of weird because it was kind of like fake school. But then I did take one class at a real university called University of Vic. And it was super cool. It was like a design school kind of.
The guy's name is Vic?
No, the University of Vic is like.
Yo, Vic.
No, it's a place. Vic is a place, but it was the BAU because it was in the Barcelona campus.
Did you lock the door?
No, sorry.
I just wonder if someone's gonna walk in.
I know.
Okay, so University of Vic.
It was startup creation. That was a cool class. It was like about startup and entrepreneurship, and everyone that was there was so cool. And I always was like, whoa.
Well, okay. So would you do this again?
Yes.
Would you go back to yourself and say you should? Are you glad you did this?
Of course. There was a lot of things that I came back when realizing.
But you were ready to come back.
I was ready to come back because I was I was ready to come back. Sorry, I have to.
In the meantime, let's enjoy this lovely Rice Krispie treat.
By the end, I was ready to come back. But then once my family got there, because I was with my family,
Vacation.
Yeah, so I didn't want to leave. Eventually, though, I was like, okay, get me out of here because it was so different. Like being with my family was so different than when I was abroad because I was on my own. And so,
wait a minute, I didn't pay for parking. Shoot, too late now. Sorry. Go ahead.
so then
Did you pay parking
I parked over there.
in the lot?
No, the street.
I thought. So when your dad came in and said you guys were, I thought he said he was leaving like in a week when he came to get your W-2. Yeah. How long were they there for?
They were there for
A couple weeks.
My sister was there for 2 weeks.
2 weeks. She doesn't work.
She does. But she just like doesn't actually, she does travel a lot. So I don't know, but whatever. Coming back, some things that I've realized I would like to do something like that again. But the other reason why I was so sad to leave is because I'm never going to have an experience like that again where where all of my friends from school are there, like in Europe.
Yeah.
I can travel and see them. I am still in college, so I don't really have that many responsibilities. And I also, there was a lot of things where I'm like, this is a very unique experience. And I felt very grateful for that. But if I were to do something like that, like I would consider doing grad school there.
Well, so if you could go somewhere else, cheaper. Where else would you travel?
Where else would I go? Like live or stay? Or wait, what are you saying?
Like another one of these, if you could go somewhere and study.
I think Ireland.
What were the choices? Spain and where else?
There were a lot of choices.
Really?
And Rome are the two biggest ones for the business school students at Wisconsin, though. And Rome. A lot of all my friends were there too. It was either Barcelona or Rome.
You got a lot of friends.
I do.
You got a lot of pretty popular. Popular. You got a lot of pretty popular. Popular.
Copenhagen.
Copenhagen. They have a program in Copenhagen?
I don't know.
Oh, you're just saying. Oh, okay.
Like if I were to go for grad school.
No. Are you going to grad school?
I could get my MBA. And it's a lot cheaper.
Highlight, low light of your 4 months.
Whoa, what's the big question?
Low light. Low light should be easier. Did you have your heart broken?
No, I didn't.
Did you get hurt, injured, sick? Anything traumatic happen?
No, I'm trying to think of anything like travel wise.
Were you sick? Did you get COVID?
I was sick for we were all sick for like the last month, but not like anything crazy. I didn't get injured. I didn't was not heartbroken. I didn't have any like freak accidents.
Nothing bad.
Nothing bad. Didn't get pickpocketed.
Boom.
Well, I didn't get pickpocketed, but this was crazy. 2 weeks in, not even 2 weeks in, my phone starts like glitching. My phone starts like not charging. Well, the phone I had before this, because it starts glitching, it starts like not charging. I'm like, what's going on? This is weird. I was not going to do anything about it. I was just going to carry on a portable charger, whatever. And then all of a sudden I wake up and my screen starts like popping off of my phone. I'm like, okay, that's not good.
No.
Literally like coming off my phone.
What the hell?
So I'm like, shit, I got to go to the Apple store, the Spanish Apple store in Barcelona, and figure this out by myself. So I make an appointment with the Genius Bar and I go and I'm like, it's the Apple store. They've got to have like some English speakers, right?
Sure.
So
do you speak any Spanish?
I speak some, but barely.
Yeah.
Barely. And so I go and I'm making sure to like speak English when I'm there so that they can like maybe give me an English speaker. And then this really sweet older man ends up helping me and I'm like, ¿hablas inglés? And he was like, un poco hablas español? And I was like, un poco. And then we sat down and he started speaking Spanish. He was like, yeah.
Not going to work.
But no. Well, so then he was able to speak some English. And so he was looking at my phone, whatever. So
well, I mean, that speaks for itself. You look at the phone, the screen's coming off.
Yeah, but it was more just like, okay, what's going to happen? So he had to tell me over Google Translate that I had to pay $600 to replace my phone. Over Google Translate, so obviously no emotion in that. And I was freaking out 2 weeks in, just got over my jet lag. And I was like, I didn't even get pickpocketed. Something didn't get stolen.
Did you don't you have insurance for your phone?
But it was all complicated because if I was at home, I would have gone to Verizon because usually like Verizon, since our service provider, like they can whatever. And then, but obviously I couldn't go to Verizon. So then I went to Apple and then Apple tried to do this whole thing with like we have a Shurian here, and so then we were all like we were all trying to, me and my parents were trying to figure out what to do, and then a Shurian was like, well, we can't really do it unless, like, we can give you money back once she gets it if she can send the phone back to like to the US or like whatever, if she can bring the phone back with her. So then bottom line, like, I had to get a new phone because my phone was about to explode, and I had to get it at the Apple store because whatever, because you also can't like ship electronics. It's like really complicated if you ship.
iPhones are only big in the United States. They're not big around the world at all.
They're not.
It's all Samsung or it's all Androids.
Yeah.
The US is the only place that's a big,
like the
big deal.
Biggest thing. No, I know. And that's also why like WhatsApp is so big in Europe. But I eventually like went in to get this new phone, and then I was like, is there any way I can take the old phone with me? And they were like, no. I'm like, what do you mean?
Did they transfer everything off of one phone to the other phone?
Yeah.
Who paid for the phone?
Your parents? My parents did. But I was freaking out because I was like, I'm already spending so much money here. They're giving me so much help with being here.
Yeah.
And now I have to be like, oh, by the way, let's drop $600. So I'm like,
that's pretty cheap actually for a new phone.
But I know, but it was like a replacement. It wasn't even like I was getting like a like it's just
14.
It's just it's the same thing. So and they had to. So I was like, can I take the old phone? And they were like, no, it's in the contract that we have to take the phone because it's a replacement. It's not like a new. And I'm like, okay. So then the whole insurance thing and getting our money back, we're still trying to figure it out. And they were like, we can just figure it out when she gets back to the state. So it was really complicated.
They couldn't fix it, huh?
They couldn't fix. No, because if it was just the battery, because the whole thing was that the battery was like exploding
expanding,
which has been happening to so many phones. But the 14 was the last of the like once you have a 15, they can't do the thing where like things start to shut. They like shut it down or whatever. Like that whole fucking lawsuit. I don't know. And so, the kicker
right here, people. It's an Android.
Yeah, but
Pixel 9, whatever it is.
So the kicker was the back of my phone was cracked, but it had been cracked since like.
Is it in the case right now?
Yeah, but it's fine now.
And you can't see the crack if it's in the case.
Right. And so at first he was like, okay, let me see if we can just do a battery replacement. And then when he took off the case, he was like, shit, like what happened there? And I was like, oh, that happened like the first day that I got it. It did happen like within the first day that I got it. I had a case on it and everything. Yeah.
And I had no idea until I took it off to clean. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, I did know that it was there. It was pretty bad. But I was like, but again, he was like, how did you even do? And I was like, I literally dropped it like the second day I got it and it cracked. And even though I had a case on it. So, and then I never figured it out because I was like, I don't know. Yeah, so they couldn't, because of that, they couldn't like take off the back of the phone to replace the battery. So
how long were you at the store for?
Probably like an hour. Again, I'm like,
seems a lot longer.
Well, the 2 times that this happened.
Oh,
like I had to go in 2 times, and I forgot my credit card the second time when I had to pay. It was a whole fucking. It was really bad, and the Apple store was kind of far from my house, so I had to like
plan a whole day.
It was a lot. So that was a lot of figuring out my first 2 weeks. That really jump started my independence. So that was definitely low. But other than that, nothing got stolen. Nothing bad really happened.
All right, top 3 highlights then.
Okay. Well, in Barcelona specifically, or
just a trip? The whole 4 months.
Well,
because you traveled.
Yes, I think my highest of highs was being in. I told you about this trip before I left. Being in the south of France, in the mountains with all of my school friends for my birthday and my friend's birthday. It was the most wonderful day, a wonderful experience. But that was also a whole thing with like, there was a lot of moving parts. And so me and my friend, who it was also her birthday, we were trying to we had been planning it for like months.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of things were going wrong during the day, like going up to the mountains, because it was literally in the middle of the mountains.
Oh, wow.
So there was like one way of.
How did you pick this out? Just
because my friend, she's has really bad ADHD, and she also is just a little bit crazy and like can never do something simply. Mm-hmm. And like, I can't really either. We're both pretty like all in, no chill, whatever. And so she had this idea. She was like,
no chill.
I don't know. She was like,
pretty chill to me. Anyway.
Okay. Well, thanks. But she was like, I have this idea, Maeve. Like, what if we do, because there was a weekend between her birthday and my birthday. Mm-hmm. She's like, what if we do like somewhere in the south of France for her birthday. So I'm like, that would be super awesome. So then she starts looking at.
To hear you say that,
I know.
and if anybody watches this, to hear you say my birthday in the south of France,
I know,
dude, that's just like, whoa.
Well, actually,
how cool is that?
my birthday was in Tenerife. My actual birthday was in
I know what
Tenerife.
that is.
It's a really pretty island.
You had your birthday on an island in the south of France.
No, no. My actual birthday, island. My birthday celebration, France. So, anyways,
Do you consider yourself pretty lucky?
Yes, I consider myself very lucky.
So that doesn't go on acknowledged
that I'm very lucky. Yeah,
I mean, how cool is that?
I know. I'm aware. It's really fucking.
I mean, that's something you'll always take with you now forever.
I know. And
in fact, she's finally legal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. No more fake ID for Maeve Dillon, ladies and gentlemen. She
talk about drinking without being scared. On
a legal eagle. Well, that's great. So, I mean, were you like sitting there on your birthday and going like, "Oh my God, look where the fuck we are, you guys"?
Well, okay,
I know I'm interrupting, but I'm blown away by this. I'm really excited for you.
I'm gonna be real. My actual birthday kind of sucked
low-key.
Because it was
good.
It wasn't good. There was like
drama
tension between me and my roommate, or not me, but between my roommates.
Was it a boy?
But no, nothing to do with boy. I was in the middle of tension. Like I was kind of a middleman in between a lot of things. And it was the week before finals. It was the Sunday before finals. We were traveling. We were coming back from Tenerife. I wanted to go to this. There was this really cool cocktail festival going on, and I wanted to go, but no one else wanted to go because they all had things to do. And so we ended up going to get a drink on my birthday, but it was like really just like it wasn't even my like close friend. It wasn't
kind of
spectacular.
Kind of bummer, yeah.
So then the next weekend made up for it because again, so my friend had been planning this for a really long time. She looked up reasonable place in the mountains, and she thought that she had seen like a train that went right from Nice to the place, whatever.
Cool.
But then we realized like a couple months later that there was not just like a simple way of getting there. So for a couple months we were like, and
Lyft and stuff.
It's different, but like in Spain and in France, all those places they have like Bolt and Free Now.
Do they have cars there?
Yes, they have cars there. But in the mountains now, like you can't just like
so you say Uber. Mountains.
I mean like mountains, dude.
Like the pictures that
Do you want to see? Let me show you pictures from the trip.
I mean, again, south of France for your birthday. That's just
it was pretty absurd. So the whole day of because it was in the middle of nowhere, we ended up thank God we rented one car for like me, but there was 15 of us. So there was one car for just a couple of us to like get groceries. 15 of us, my friends. And then
I don't even know 15.
But then the other people all went up on this. We were stressing about, there's like, again, this one bus that left at one time a day. And we were like, we have to get on this bus. We have to get all the people on this bus. We don't know how much it's going to be. We don't know whatever. Ended up being fine because we got there to the bus stop. My friend, who was the other person that had a birthday, she spoke French. She speaks French. So she was able to talk to the bus driver, and she was like, they're going to the Sheepfold Gate, like whatever. And he was like, oh, I know where that is. I'll take them right there. So that was perfect because he literally drove them from the bus station straight to the house. And they also all had to pay like less than $1. Wow. So that was great. But we had to pay for a car. There was like all this with the car and like the timing of everything. And my friend had to get her stuff from the hostel she was in the night before. And we almost like got in an accident.
So this group of people that you have associated yourself with.
Yes.
Will you communicate with them ever again?
Yes.
Okay. Well, so seems like they had a lot of issues, not you.
Well,
there's a lot of drama amongst them.
I think you're confusing like who this is like
two different groups.
Yeah, you're like mixing some stuff up, I think.
No, I mean the one girl's in the hospital.
No, well, there are a lot of like Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, no, there are a lot of
people in the hospital. How many times was people in the hospital? Jesus.
Once. That was the thing. It was like the last time.
Okay.
It was our last night. She made it all the way to the end, and then so we started the day off. We got to Nice really early. France. We got to Nice, France early. So me and look at that. So me and my two roommates from Barcelona went to this beach club. So we went to the beach club most of the day. It was gorgeous.
Did you go in the water? No.
No, I didn't. But this was the whole.
It doesn't look really gorgeous, actually. It's rocky. That's cool.
And then all my friends showed up and we had a drink before we got them to the.
Looks like Annie Brown a little bit.
Yeah, and she's exactly like Annie Brown too. Well, she's just like has a lot of the same.
Does Annie Brown never stop working? I mean, she's always on, like always
she is,
on.
Yeah, she is.
There's never an off. She's never off.
She does.
Does she chill out?
Yeah, she's pretty good at. She does chill.
Remember, she wanted to work here. Like for a second.
Thank God she didn't. Honestly, she probably would have been out within like.
I can't.
She would have been like,
this sucks. I can't.
That
looks like it was a fun time.
So this was in Nice still, and then we.
Did that another person not get the memo on the clothing? Look at you. You're all glammed up.
Well, see, this is the other girl that you've probably. I think you've met her before. This is Natalie. She's from.
Okay, now Natalie hates me. She thinks that she dresses like. But you're all.
They were also. She was like in Nice all day. She wasn't. This was our meeting spot. There's my besties. That's Natalie and that's Sophie. So me, Natalie,
Sophie. Your top. That looks very glamorous.
Thank you. I'd gotten it like 2 days before. It was $10 at H&M. Isn't that crazy?
They had H&M there?
Yeah, it's a Swedish company. It's
how much did you buy there?
Not that much, actually. Like a decent amount, but not as much.
The bag. You bought the little bag. You bought the stuff you had yesterday. The shoes.
I'm wearing them right now. Yeah.
And the top. Yeah.
Another high was getting. We went to this thrift store when we were in Bruges, Belgium. It was like this little storybook town outside of Brussels, and we were in this thrift store, and it was for some reason that day everything was $3, no matter what it was. I got this insane black trench coat with fur, €3 for €3. I have a picture of that too.
I'll see the picture. Well, but I just
we have to go back to Nice in a second.
But I'm just like you're in Brussels, Belgium, and gorgeous country, and you're shopping. I don't.
Okay, well,
I don't.
That's not that. Okay, wow.
You're shopping.
You're really putting some stereotypes right now. When did I ever say I said we were in Bruges, Belgium, first of all.
Bruges,
outside of
Belgium.
Outside of
Brussels.
We were not shopping the whole time. We were taking in the scenery. And then we stumbled upon this really cool thrift store, secondhand. Also super cool.
Shopping.
Yeah, because you got it.
Okay, let's see it. Whoa.
I posted on it with it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So cool.
For $3?
Isn't that insane?
That's sick.
And it was like a really nice coat, but it was just this random sale they were doing. I don't know.
So how did you pack all that stuff then?
That I had to wear 2 coats on the plane. Like coming back from Brussels or coming back from Belgium. Yeah. I have a picture of that.
Oh
too.
my God.
Because the other thing too is every time we'd fly budget airlines. And so we would bring a travel backpack. That was it.
But you flew
like every time we would travel. We didn't take that many trains, no, because it was either by the time that we would book them, it was usually more expensive
Europass, Eurorail, whatever it's called.
No. There's the picture of me with my 2 coats on. Yeah. So okay, wait, let me go back to Nice. So or not Nice.
Those different classes?
These? No.
Those. They're in that
no, the same ones.
Parker.
Yep. So crazy day going on before we got to Nice. Before we got to it was called Toudon. The town was called Toudon in the mountains.
This is your birthday.
This is like the birthday celebration.
Right.
We get there. All my other friends had been there because me, Natalie, Sophie, and Ella were in the car and we had to get groceries and all this stuff. And then there was like an issue at the grocery store and we were shopping for 15 girls. So it was like not an easy grocery run. So we eventually get to the house and I got there and I just started crying to Natalie. I was like, oh my God. I took in I was like, holy shit. I was like, Natalie, this has been 4 months in the making and this is the most beautiful place I've ever been. And all my friends are here. It was like the most, and it was also,
there you go.
It was the weekend before, it was my last weekend I was traveling with my friends, like studying abroad. So it was just like everything. And I was like, my God, it felt like I was have you seen The Holiday? The movie where like Cameron Diaz and I forget the other one's name. Switch house. Okay, well, it was like I'll show you pictures of the house. It was absurd, and it was just like all my friends. Then we had been doing shit all day.
And Airbnb a place to stay or something like that.
It was just like an Airbnb, and it was just absurd.
That's
and it was cheap too, and
pretty cool.
And like all my friends grabbed all the bags, and then they ended up making food for everyone because they were all like, here's some wine, Maeve. Like Natalie, guys, like go.
So you're a big wine person now.
Yes, I always kind of was.
Was it? Yeah.
Okay, so
Your dad, right? Doesn't your dad a big
yes.
wine guy?
This is us eating. We made like taco bowls and they're really good.
Look at
This is
that.
the kid.
Wow.
Here's my friend Eliana. This is all of us
Let's
eating.
see it.
I know it was like rustic as hell and it was so cool. I don't really think they're
No.
gonna be able to see it.
You can Bluetooth it on the screen, but
Wow.
Fireplace. Okay, I didn't picture the food really.
All of us
White wine.
gripping the burrito. So
Look at that.
So this was
This is really cool.
Yeah, that was like the outside of the house.
Don't you wish you could see it?
Yeah, sorry.
It's gorge.
That was we had a pool. No, it was too cold. This was also like the outside.
Because it's winter there. Yeah, duh.
But it was like warm. Like the next day we were able to tan, but it was just a little bit. So this is what the view when I woke up in the morning.
Sick. That's insane. That's insane.
Listen to the
put on the mic. There was a bird.
Whatever.
There it is. One
insane.
Bird. You slept with the window open, I assume. Yeah.
Yeah, and me and Natalie got the best room, obviously, because it was our birthday.
Cool.
You had to like have these like specific coins to get a cart. We didn't have them, so we were pushing around like the little kid carts in the grocery store. And then we came home and they had done this.
Oh,
so much fun. And they had made breakfast. And then this was us just like,
everybody got along. There was no infighting or no.
Because this is all my like close friends. Like,
that's amazing.
This is our friend. My mom was kind of saying something the other day, being like, "I think there's ever gonna be drama," and I'm like, this group of people, it's the people that were in my sorority.
So you guys all know each other.
We all know each other. There was 3 girls that were not in our sorority, but like one of them is one of my best friends that was also in Europe, and then 2 of them were Natalie's good friends. So they kind of, I think, were a little bit like on the felt a little bit on the outside. But other than that, like we've always been a pretty big friend group, but we all like have groups within it, and we're all like okay with that. Like it was all very good.
Okay, so I'm gonna go way fast forward here. So was that you?
Yeah, Jesus, I didn't realize you took so many.
Okay, there's Star Lord. Wait, you had a black bikini and then a white one?
No, it was a yellow. Oh my god! And we went on a hike. The hike was insane.
All right, so wait. So fast forward to
accidentally wore the same outfit. We didn't even know. We didn't even plan that.
Right.
We didn't.
So fast forward to the fall now coming up.
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna try to get an internship for the summer. If you don't, you're going back to school. Yeah. This is your final year.
After being abroad, I am so excited for senior year. It honestly made me appreciate like the what
you had,
the simplicity and the closeness that I am to everyone. Like being able to literally just like walk down the street and be at one of my other friends' apartments, or go to a bar where I know everyone's gonna be there, like stuff like that, where I'm like,
where are you gonna live? Same place?
No, I'm living in a really nice apartment.
The one you just had you had your own room. It was nice.
I know.
That was
nice.
awesome.
I wanted to stay there, but it was a whole thing.
So you lived in 3 different apartments in 3 years there. You moved each year.
I've moved, yeah. So 4 different places. Yeah, 4 places.
You're not in the house though.
No.
Are you still gonna stay in the sorority?
But I don't really want to. But it's kind of just like at this point, being a senior is gonna be fun to be in the sorority, and it's most of my friends are staying in too. If my friends are dropping, I probably would have. But
so is senior year like is it a big year? Is
for the sorority?
No, for you. Like for your graduating, like classes and stuff.
It's pretty wide. Well, I was supposed to be like there was a
been early.
Yeah. But I decided not to. It was a lot of decision making. There was a lot of like pros and cons lists and things like that went into it, because I was trying to decide what made the most sense, what was the cheapest, and what I don't know. And I knew I was going to be in Madison regardless of if I graduated earlier or not. And it was pretty much the same amount to like split up the summer classes that I had to take. So now I'm taking, oh my God, I forgot about that. I'm taking a classes. I have to figure out when that's starting. So I'm taking a summer class and then I'm taking, I forgot about that.
Oops.
I don't think it starts till like June. Yeah. And it's easy. Summer class. And then I'm taking 5 courses in the fall, no, I'm not taking 5. I'm taking like 13 credits. So that's nice. That's the lightest I've ever taken. And then I'm taking 1 course in the spring.
Wow.
And then I'm done. So that's the thing. I decided to take 1 course in the spring so I could still like have something to feel connected. And I still had all the resources of like the business school and everything. And since I was going to be there anyway, I was like, I might as well. So I'm doing that. And then I graduate. Yeah. Pretty wild.
Then, well, I mean, that's a year away, graduation, but the plan is either.
And then I'm planning to live at home. Well, oh, that was the other thing I was gonna say. But that this is something with like coming back from abroad. It's the first time that I've realized that like I would be okay like living somewhere that's not Chicago. My whole life, and even early on and during abroad, I was like, I'm gonna be in Chicago like most of my life. Like I'm gonna be in Chicago after school. I'm gonna be whatever. But being abroad made me realize like I am very open to looking at like New York, California. So that was kind of a big thing too.
So what did you learn about yourself in this trip? That's I always feel like that's kind of what these things are. You know,
Yeah,
you're going
I mean,
you're going away and everything, but it's a whole new experience. And what did you learn about yourself that you like could take with you now?
Well,
like you just said, you know, you could live somewhere else now.
Yes, that is something big.
You got over huge anxiety.
Huge anxiety. It was just there was a lot of things where I thought that even with this whole like internship search thing, it's just made me a lot more confident and a lot more like confident in my abilities. Like the fact that I like when I was abroad and I was doing interviews and I was applying and things, I was kind of like, I am like prepared and like ready for this role. Whereas beforehand, I was kind of like, why am I even applying to this? I don't think I'm the right fit. Like, I don't think I'm ready. Kind of things. Like just all around stuff like that. And something that I think that Annie Brown had talked about before she or after she came back and before I left, because I was freaking out before I left, that I also agree with that she told me was like when she was abroad and when I was abroad, it's kind of a realization of like, okay, if something good happens, that's great. You did that for yourself. If something bad happens, that sucks, but like you have to figure it out yourself too.
Right.
Like it's just it was kind of like I've always feel like I've always been pretty independent, but it was a big step. Because the other thing too that I sometimes was like a lot of times, I mean, yes, I was like, whoa, I'm in Spain, but the other thing too that was like whoa for me was that I was fully living in a very proper big city.
Yeah.
I've never done that before. I've never like lived on my own in a big city. Right. So that was also crazy. And that also made me realize like, I mean, I always have been thinking of living in Chicago, but again, like I'm going to New York for the first time ever this in a couple weeks. And so that's going to be exciting. And
Manhattan.
I don't know. We're like, it's when I'm in Connecticut, we're like doing a day trip to New York because
New York's cool. Yeah. It's cool. Just got to know where you're going.
My friends do. So
I mean, here's the thing. I want to interrupt because everybody that's worked here pretty much 98% of everybody that went to college went away somewhere and studied somewhere. Almost everybody. Ollie, Jillian, Anne-Marie, Sarah, everyone's gone and Jess hasn't.
Wait, what do you mean? Like gone
overseas, gone somewhere else to study, gone abroad for a semester. Joey did.
Yeah.
You know, Henry didn't.
Yeah.
But I mean, and everybody has, and that's one thing that was kind of like, not funny, but it was just like they were all telling you before you left, you need to do this.
Yeah, I know. Well,
you need to do this, and you were like, hemming and hawing, but it's like, no, you will not regret it once you're there. And now,
yeah, no, I know, and that's, I mean, that was a whole thing too, like because I was having a lot of anxiety about it in the middle of my all of fall semester, kind of just like it was just kind of sucked because I was like, just like thinking about, I was just
you knew you were leaving, right?
Yeah, so I did, yeah, and the whole semester was planning for it, and it was really shitty planning and really bad communication from the program. And so the whole semester was
shut up.
Yeah. No, they actually sucked. Wow. They just anyway, a lot of reasons, but so the whole semester, I think it was kind of always in the back of my head, like, because it was something so scary. And then I obviously had a lot of anxiety right before I left. But I also, because of that, because I was having so much anxiety during the semester and right before I left, my mom at one point was like, do you really want to do this? Like, do you really want to go? And I was like, yes. Like even though I was having so much anxiety, I knew that there was a reason that I had like gone, that I had applied in the first place, that I'd gone this far, that I had whatever. Like there was a lot of times where I'm like, what am I doing? Like this is crazy. I have never been able to do something like this, like whatever. But I knew there was a reason, and happy that I did.
And you know what's amazing?
What?
You had nothing bad, really, to say about. I mean, it was all a great,
and anything that
and
like
your birthday in the south of France.
I mean, that was pretty
I'm
awesome.
sorry, that's just like here.
It was like
that's amazing.
Are you kidding me?
It
was insane.
You can't top that. Can you top that?
It was so
so where were you for your 21st birthday? South of France.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
And not even the other thing too. The other thing too is like there were so many people in Nice that weekend, like from other places, whatever, going to Nice. And we were like, nah, bitches, we're going to Toudon. We're going up to the mountains, Toudon. You see that little thing right there? We're going there. And it was absurd. Yeah, that was like the most. I also got the chance to go to, this is probably my third thing, because I hadn't gotten my third. Was going to Mallorca with Ella, who was like one of the girls that wasn't in my sorority, but she was there. One of the people I'm living with next year.
Yeah.
She's one of my best friends, and her aunt has this like insane house in Mallorca.
I don't know where that is.
Mallorca. It's an island right off of Spain. And it's like the most like it's like it's kind of world renowned. Like people, like architects go there. It's really a famous architect made it. They do like artist residencies. It's absurd.
Boring.
No, it was.
Come on.
It was.
Oh, you went?
Yes, I went. That's what I'm saying.
I thought you were gonna go. You went?
No, I went, and I stayed with her.
Again, you're on a boat going to this place.
I wasn't on a boat, but I was on a plane. Yeah.
Flew there?
Yeah, it wasn't like that close. I'll show you that too.
I mean,
I'll show you how far it was.
I did a little jet setter kind of a thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I was gone every weekend.
I mean, this is just, there's got to be some kind of a fall, depressional fall kind of a thing after being at such a high for so long and doing.
I think I'm so tired right now.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, probably.
Well, you're back here now, so that's exciting. Woo! Back at Extractive Field at 824 Noise Street.
I don't know where Barcelona is. Why is it? Oh,
okay. We're looking at a map now on our phone.
And that's Mallorca. So I got to go, and it was really nice because it was kind of the middle of or a little bit after the middle of my semester. And I was with Ella, who I was very excited to see. Every time that I was with Ella, I ended up coming back to Barcelona being a lot
happier.
She's
a good energy person.
She's a great person to be around. So I was with her dad, her aunt, and her cousin. So it was kind of nice because it was like even though it wasn't my family, it was like kind of nice to be with like adults and have them make. Her aunt was an insane cook, and she made.
Are you an adult now? You're 21.
Yeah, but you mean like parents. It was nice to be with like
older people responsible
people that like could make me dinner and like drive us around, like things like that. And I was staying at it. The whole experience was just like I can't even compare.
Drive me, bitches.
No,
drive me around.
But it was
make me food.
It's true. Okay, because look. So okay.
What are the plans for the summer? What are you doing this summer? You gonna travel after this little thing you're going?
Yeah, for everyone out there, I'm taking a 10-day trip. I'm going from here. This is also why I think
East Coast to West Coast.
Yeah, this is why I think I'm glad I'm doing this now because it'll get my little travel bug. Keep going.
But your family's not gonna go anywhere. Don't you guys usually take a trip in the summer?
Sometimes, but
like my parents, Seattle 2 years ago.
Yeah, my parents don't want. They're like so done with being on an airplane. So I'm gonna be going to like cabins and things in Michigan. And
aren't they having some kind of bash for you at the house?
Yeah, we'll see.
Your real birthday party?
Wait, look. Okay.
Dad's probably gonna build a gazebo for you.
Yeah, probably. Oh,
didn't he build your room? Didn't he change your room?
Yeah, he does everything. So this is the house. This was our breakfast.
That's not. Come on. That's not somebody's house.
Yes, it is, dude. This is like our breakfast when we woke up in the morning.
Jesus. This is like.
Yeah, everyone thought it was a museum. I'm like, no,
yeah,
I'm staying here. Tennis court.
Oh, clay court.
Kanye has been there a couple times.
That's something you really want to talk about.
I know.
You don't want to bring that up.
But apparently he's been like
one time DNA all over that place. Gross.
I know.
Dude.
I know.
You could have stopped this.
There was apparently also like an orgy with a
no that
Saudi Arabia. No. Like actually, like there was like this. Like for
who told you this?
Ella's cousin, he doesn't live there, but his family owns a house.
Oh my God.
Like
and you stayed there.
Yeah, I know. Ella was freaking out about that, but they didn't do it in the bed that we were staying in. This was like this is a Cartier cactus. Cartier gifted.
This is like White Lotus.
It is.
This type thing. Seriously, that's a cactus?
Yeah, Cartier gifted her this cactus because they did a photo shoot there.
This
was yummy.
This is her family's?
My friend.
Yeah.
This is her family.
So she's rich.
No, her dad is German. like from Germany.
I don't need the 23andMe.
No, but I'm just saying they their dad was like a kind of a famous artist. So they're just very like
don't say artsy.
Not necessarily, but they're just
she was gonna say
knowledgeable.
Artsy. They're just kind of artsy.
I don't know.
They're kind of like those art folk.
They're not
okay. Enough of that.
Wealthy. I mean, they're not. Like,
Cartier gifted them a cactus.
That was because
that villa is like a mansion. That thing's
it actually isn't that big. But also, no, they're well off. They're well off. I don't know. We took so many.
Red pants look good.
Thanks. It's actually a skirt.
Okay. All right.
This was so yummy.
Okay, this is good. This is good podcasting.
Sorry.
All right, so summertime, you're going to be going on your 10-day trip to the East Coast and then the West Coast, California, New York, Connecticut.
I'm going from New Jersey to the Jersey Shore.
You ever been to Jersey Shore before?
No, I know.
Hey, how much time you spending there?
We're getting to Jersey we're getting to somewhere else in Jersey on Thursday, and then we're Jersey Shore Friday morning through Sunday.
Just in a couple of weeks, you're leaving, right?
Yeah.
You put that into 7 shifts, right?
Yes, I did. Okay, Friday morning until Sunday will be.
God, the people, the way they talk.
I know.
It's
and
awesome.
A lot of the people that I'm going with are from Jersey.
So it's awesome.
So we're doing that, and then
Cherry Hill. We're going to Cherry Hill down to the shore.
So
it's great.
We're staying in Bay. Well, it's nice because we're staying in Bayhead, like in a beach house that one of my friends has.
When does this end? This fairy tale. I mean, seriously.
And then
when did you become a Kardashian?
I feel like a very lucky person. I know.
This is just.
So we're doing that.
I don't like Maeve anymore.
And we're going to Connecticut.
She's not the same gal.
I'm going to Connecticut with
the wholesome young.
I still am. These are all
experiences. No shenanigans at all, huh? Nothing. No. Okay. That right there says I'm wrong. Right there. Totally, I'm wrong.
But.
Okay.
I don't know what you're referring to.
No, of course not. But yeah. As the bottom line, you got over your fears. You conquered all this anxiety. You had a great time, an experience of a lifetime.
Yes, I did.
And it's still rolling.
It's
still rolling.
Well, yeah. So I'm going to Connecticut, and then from Connecticut, I'm going to Santa Clara, and then from Santa Clara, we're going to SLO, and then we're going home.
Is Brown come with you home?
She still has like.
Who's going out there with you?
Jessica and Andy.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't. Okay.
It's gonna be East Coast is all my school friends. Well, not all of them. Some of them, and then West Coast is.
Are you stopping here and then?
No, I was gonna.
You're meeting them there.
Yeah, because Are
they flying out together?
Yeah. So I was gonna go.
It's not gonna go well.
I was trying to decide if I was gonna go.
Maeve, look at me.
I know. I was trying to
be prepared.
Yeah. I was trying to decide if I was going to go back to Chicago and then go, but it was cheaper and made more sense to just go straight. Yeah. So that's why I'm like going to Connecticut between. Well, this is the same friend. So I'm going, it's my friend that had the birthday in south of France to her grandma lives in Connecticut. So that's why we're going.
Okay.
Never a dull moment with her. She can't have any free time. She's like, let's go to Connecticut after we go to the Jersey Shore for 3 days.
Yeah, when you have expendable income like that, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, she doesn't necessarily. No, she does not. She is a hustler.
What, does she have a job?
Yeah, she works like crazy.
Speaking of work.
Yeah.
How much do you want? I mean, you sent a text today. You don't want to work that much. You do want to work, right?
When did I say that?
You said, I don't want to work that much. And you put that in caps.
No, I just said, no, I said I didn't want to work to like Tuesday that bad.
Okay, I got you.
I just put it. No, I didn't mean like, you always read my text. So,
dude, look at it. Like the way you wrote it.
I said, I don't want to work that bad. That bad. Like not that's much different than that much. I just saw Mateo's shift was up. I just meant I didn't want to work tomorrow that bad.
Well, okay, but I mean, you're still gonna 5 shifts a week?
A lot, yeah.
I would suggest doing a couple serving and a couple managing, like Ruby had it. That way, you can make some good money.
Yeah.
Plus, whatever you're gonna get hourly as far as managing goes.
Yeah.
And that'll be good. And it's like yesterday was a good day.
It was.
You guys should do good. Okay. So, anything else you want to share right now? We're over an hour.
I know.
Fruit flies. It's 80 some degrees today, folks. Like 70,
I'm in a sweat set.
77 degrees outside. Now it's going to start pouring rain.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's supposed to. Yeah.
Great.
I'm glad you're back.
I am too.
Yeah. I was looking forward to having you come back and everything.
Yeah. As soon as I got back, I was like, I'm happy.
Good.
I also bawled my eyes out when I got home, though. I was like, whoa.
Well, it's just a lot of emotions.
A lot of emotions.
I mean, it literally washes over you like at a moment's notice. You're like, what the fuck? Everything that was familiar to you, that you knew every day waking up, now there.
Yep.
Did it even happen?
No,
I mean,
a lot of times, especially because no one's home.
Right. That's even worse.
One of the first times I'm actually like reflecting on it because I haven't. It does sometimes it feels like it didn't happen because it's just like
you're back to normal. You're back here.
Yeah.
Like, was that a dream?
Yeah, no, literally. And when I was in Barcelona too, like it got by the end, it was just like I was living there. Like it was I had my routine.
Yeah, see?
Going to the same places. Like
there's gotta be somebody out there. It's probably already developed. There's a tangible way to hang on to those memories where you can feel them. Why you're mocking me right now? No, I'm serious. There's got to be something like, can you stretch that much? Oh yeah, look.
Don't stop it. These are Alojas. They're Barcelona. That's they actually look cleaner.
They're skateboarding shoes. It looks like because the gummy bottoms.
But I don't.
Well, you don't skateboard.
No,
I just and it actually goes beyond more than just like you're like even your dreams or any memories you have. You think with AI and all stuff that's going on. Technology. Yeah, that somebody out there has developed something where you can relive that or you can see it like in front of you in a 3D. Like
there definitely is.
There's gotta be, right?
One, we have pictures and video.
I know, but it's not. It's two-dimensional.
No, there definitely is something where like you can.
Like the smells. I'm sure there was.
The smell is such a big.
And the air and everything around you.
That's actually something crazy too. Because when I got home. The smell, like there are a lot of smells here that like when I'm like here, even when I'm at school and I come back, like for like I've never been gone long enough to notice that there are a lot of smells that like make me feel different emotions here.
Oh, yeah.
And that make me feel like it's home.
I'm sure your backyard, like there's
backyard, my room, like there are my car, like there are just so many things, even like here where it's like
Ruby.
Yeah. Oh, she smells so good.
Like a puppy. But I mean, I smell is very powerful. Yes.
Yeah. Smell marketing is a big thing right now too. People trying to figure that out.
Shout out smell marketing. Shout out Poppy.
That's okay. It's a category of things. Is what I'm saying.
Well, that's something maybe you can.
That's something that people are trying to tap into because smells can sell. If you could, again, that's like what we're saying right now.
Okay.
God. It's like if I could buy the scent of my Barcelona apartment.
Exactly. So you mock me. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
I didn't know that's what you were trying to say.
Yeah,
you were basically saying like I wish you could like take a feeling and put it into an
okay. So smell, same thing. It invokes a response.
It does.
A sensory response in you. Yeah. And that takes you back to that spot like right away.
There you go.
Like the beach.
That's the other thing. Oh my God, when I went to the beach for the first time here, when I got back, I was like it was crazy.
Here?
Yes. You know how much I love the beach though.
I get it. But I mean, this is not a beach to me. Sorry.
I know.
I'm snobby in that. Yeah. But I know what you're saying because once you get there and then you smell it.
Yeah. Because even the beach in Barcelona, I was like, it's a city beach. It wasn't anything crazy. But yeah, I mean, there is that one company called Homesick they do candles, but it's like not accurate. Obviously, it's not going to be like your home. It's like there's like an Evanston one, and it's like supposed to smell like Evanston, but doesn't like it's not.
Great idea,
but
what does Evanston smell like?
Exactly.
I mean,
Barcelona. Side note: Barcelona smells like shit. Like
manure.
Like, literally smells like a weird smell. No, it's like
manure.
It's not manure. It's like almost like a metally like exhaust. It's just bad.
You ever nearby a chicken farm?
God, no.
Bad.
Okay, I think we're going too far off.
Okay, well, it's been great talking to you, Maeve.
Thanks.
Hopefully, maybe next week we can chat again before we say goodbye.
Yeah, maybe we can Zoom Jessica and Annie or something.
That'd be cool because they can easily log in on this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can do that.
Should have done that right now. Too late. Okay. You want to play us off
Yes, I do.
with the music?
Wait.
That's it. Yep. Oh yeah. Another edition of Testing the Equipment. What's the date today? April 20th. Thanks for listening, everybody. This is Maeve Dillon. I'm Chris Reimer.
Thanks,
Peace.
everyone.
Bye.